Hola, hola. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. My name is Darryle. If you're new to our channel, we are here in Puerto Morelos, the Caribbean side of Mexico. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Truly appreciate it. Oh, hopefully the microphone's working good. Camera looks good. Another beautiful day in the Caribbean. Here in Quintana Roo, apparently. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to try not to move my desk too terribly much. Even though the desk is new and the house is new, it seems to be a little bit wobbly. It's that darn Temu desk. It's a pretty nice desk, actually, but it is a little bit wobbly. I was looking back at the old live streams there, and it's kind of shaky when I'm using the mouse. So I was going to move the mouse elsewhere, but I thought, heck with that. So I'll just have to put up with a little bit of shakiness every once in a while. So everything's going pretty good here. Jennifer's gone to Bible study today, Wednesday today. I actually forgot what day it was. That happens when you're semi-retired. I was working on videos all day today. Well, we did our aqua size this morning, so we do that now on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30. We do the aqua size. So on Monday, when we went to the aqua size, the pool was pretty murky. Like we're all like, well, me and Jennifer were like, oh, the pool looks gross. It's really murky. And usually it's crystal clear, but we've had an influx of people come because all the snowbirds are here now. So people with lotion and not showering before they get into the pool, which is pretty gross if you ask me, but teach their own, whatever. I shower before I get in the pool, but I think it's more from the lotions, obviously, but still, if you had lotion on and you had a shower, you wouldn't be putting that in the pool. So the showers are there for a reason. So Jennifer and I, we always shower. I mean, every pool you ever go to, there's a sign that says shower before entering the pool. Well, most people don't. Very few do, and here's no different. Most people aren't showering before they get in the pool. Some are, but most aren't. So we always do, just out of respect for everybody else. And I don't want to get in the pool knowing that I didn't shower before I got into the pool. Even if I showered at home before I go to the pool, I'm still going to have a shower before I get into the pool just to wash off any sweat or whatever. I don't wear body cream, any lotions or anything like that. But I know that's why the water was so murky. Pretty sure that's why, not because of old man sweat, but that doesn't help and it's kind of gross. Or old lady sweat either. That's kind of gross. So I really wish people would shower before they got in the pool, no matter how clean they actually think they are. But yeah, we all have crap on our body that we probably don't want, and now we're putting that crap into the pool for everybody else to swim around in. So we used to call the swim up bar in the resorts the pee pool. After a few times of going to the resorts, we're looking at the pool, the swim up bar, we're like, nobody's getting out and going to the bathroom. Like very few people are. Like, are these people peeing in the? You're darn right, so they're peeing in the pool. It's pretty freaking gross. So we did that a couple of times, and we're like, okay, no more swim up bars. That's it. We're done with the swim up bars. So now we call it the pee pool. Any swim up bar, you can just name it the pee pool, because that's what we call it, and it pretty much is the pee pool. So pretty gross, and not showering before you get into a pool is pretty gross. So anyway, whatever, teach their own. So I'm just happy knowing that I shower, and I thank you to everybody else that does shower before they get into a pool, out of respect for other people that are using the pool. But what it is people with lathering suntan lotion, suntan cream, or whatever, lotion creams, whatever on their body, sunscreen, whatever, and then getting in the pool without showering. So that's why it was pretty murky. So they had to shut the whole pool down, right? So the whole pool shut down for like half the day or whatever it is, 2-3 hours to clean the pool. then they got to throw a bunch of chemicals in it and they drain it and clean it. So the pool, I don't know how long it was shut down. We got a notice anyway saying that the pool was closed the other day due to cleaning. We're like, well, of course, it was freaking gross. So, but normally the pool is spotless. It's really, really crystal clear. When we got here, I've only seen it get like that once. So hopefully it doesn't happen too often. So, but it is the influx of people that are here right now. So there's a lot of snowbirds here. All the snowbirds are here now, and then people here in their vacation homes, and then there's a lot of Airbnbs in this complex too. So there's a lot of people here that are just here for a week or a few days or a couple weeks or whatever, maybe a month. So there's a huge influx of people here right now. So it is getting busier and busier all the time. So stands to reason the pool's going to get dirty because people don't follow the rules. But I mean, it's really just common sense. It really is. And common courtesy too. Common courtesy and common sense. Now the showers weren't working very well because they're built up with calcium and minerals like our shower here. It actually just blew the head apart because it was so built up. I heard it popping the other day and I'm like, wonder what that is. What's that popping noise? I never gave it much thought. I thought Jen dropped something or whatever out in the kitchen. And then I heard it a couple more times, like, oh, that doesn't sound very good. Looked around, I didn't see nothing. And then yesterday I was having a shower and I hear the same pop, 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 pop. And all of a sudden the whole shower head explodes, comes right off. I was like, oh shit. No wonder that's what the popping is. So it was so built up with minerals that it would blew the shower head apart. It's all just plastic, right? So yeah, so I'm fixing that. I'm going to try to glue it back together. If not, I got to buy another one. So I'm going to try to fix it, but we'll see. It probably ain't going to hold, but I'll give it a try. So I like to try to fix things first. So if it doesn't hold up, then I'll just buy a new one, but try to save a penny or two, invest in some glue. So that's what was my project today. I got that all glued back together. So that was the showers down at the pool are like that. They're built up and it is spraying though. I mean, there's water coming out. It's not like they're totally clogged. I mean, I was showering, Jen was showering. I mean, they didn't have the best pressure, obviously, because they were clogged up. Well, they fixed that as well. So the showers are fixed. The pool's been all regenerated, nice and clean. Let's check how the volume is. Make sure we have good volume. Thanks for hopping on. Really appreciate it. God bless everybody out there. Do a quick volume check. Hold on. Make sure we got good volume. I don't have Jennifer here today to check it for me today. So, straight into a commercial, eh? I don't have Jennifer here today. Oh yeah, good volume. So, a gall darn YouTube and their commercials. They got to make their money, man. Got to make their money. Commercial after commercial. I was watching a video earlier on today. Not that I don't really watch too many YouTube videos, but once in a while, a few minutes here and there. And it was just like it was a commercial after commercial. Like I just would start getting into it, like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, not even like 4 minutes in, and a commercial. 3 minutes commercial. Like, okay, enough with the commercials already. Now, my brother, he pays for the YouTube premium. I don't know if he still does, but if you pay for the premium, you don't get the commercials. Well, I'm not paying for the premium for YouTube. So until YouTube started giving me some money, I'm not giving them any more money. I've given them enough money. I did have the premium for a couple of years and it expired. And I'm like, I'm not doing the premium anymore. I don't care about the commercials. I don't watch YouTube enough to really worry about it. So I mean, if you were watching it all the time, like I guess my brother does, I could see the need to want to have the commercial-free videos. But for me, for the amount of YouTube I watch, I don't really care. So it don't bother me one bit. And you can, it is a pain in the butt, but I mean, you can skip the commercials after a few seconds, right? But still, it is a pain in the butt. But anyway, so I'm glad they got the shower all fixed up. It was a minor inconvenience, no big deal, or the shower and the pool both. It was nice having a shower today because it was working great, had good pressure. All the holes were unplugged, just what I was doing today with our shower head. So I was going around each little hole and sticking I started off with a needle, and I'm using the needle. I'm like, okay, well, these holes are pretty big, so I switched it up to a toothpick, and I was poking each little hole with a toothpick, and there was a lot of calcium and minerals that come out. So I was just reading in the group chat there that you can get somebody to come over. Oh, something just popped up there. What the heck was that? Funky. Funky, funky, funky. So you can get the lines cleaned anyway. So I'm going to ask the landlord about that and see if they can come and clean the lines. They'll put like an acid in the lines. Now all the lines here are all plastic, so they must use a special something that's not going to damage the lines anyway, because all the lines here are all plastic. So I was going to talk to the landlord about that, see if they can get somebody to come over and do that for us, which that'd be absolutely great. So I know it's built up pretty bad. It really is. I've already taken apart the taps. I think we've only been here for just over 2 months, and I've taken apart the taps twice already. Yeah, I think we've been here going on 3 months now, and I've taken the taps apart twice, and they were just filled with white mineral, calcium, sodium, whatever minerals. It's really hard water. So I'll have to take the shower apart a little bit more often, I guess, but I'm thinking the lines are clogged up pretty bad. So once I clean the screens and all the faucets, took them all off in the kitchen and in the bathroom, we had good pressure again. So that's going to be a regular occurrence here, that's for sure. So maybe just every month I'll put that in my calendar to take those apart and clean them up. So I think it's I don't know how long this, like doing the acid burn off. I don't know how long that lasts. I'm going to guess maybe a year, maybe 2 years, and you'd have to do it again. I would hope a year at least before you'd have to redo it again, but I have no idea. So we've never had it. We've never had it done before. So I know I've never seen it so bad. Like even in the Yucatan, we lived over there. I've never seen it so bad as what it is here for the mineral buildup. Like it's horrendous here. We've had it a little bit, obviously, but here it just seems to be extreme for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, we're in the Yucatan Peninsula. It's all the cenote water and all the limestone, you know. So, yeah, it's pretty horrendous here anyway. So, we'll see if the landlord will pay to get that fixed. I don't imagine it'll cost that much money. So, usually stuff like that here is relatively cheap. So, we'll give it a shot anyway and see how long it lasts for. I'll keep you updated on that. So, and I think I'm going to change my live stream, guys. I think I'm only going to do it on, well, I'm going to keep doing it Sundays and Wednesdays, but I think we'll bump the time up an hour. So, because with this time change, a lot of people are eating dinner and still at work and, you know, not home from work or on the road coming home from work or just sitting down to eat. But I know like back in Alberta, it's just 5 o'clock right now. So 5:15 or whatever. So wherever you're watching from, God only knows. But because I know it's 2 hours different back home. So I think we'll bump the time up an hour anyway and see if that makes a little bit of a difference. So we'll give it a shot. If not, then yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to go at 8 o'clock at night and start doing a live stream. We'll do it at 7. 8 o'clock would be too late for me. I could bump it up till, or sorry, I could bump it up till 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock could be too late for me. I can bump it up to 8 o'clock from 7 my time. So I've been starting it at 7. I could bump it up till 8 o'clock and see how that goes. But I don't want to go too late because I'm old and I like to sleep. So, but mind you, yesterday, frick, I was up till 1:30 in the morning, for God's sakes. I don't know why. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. But yeah, it was 1:30 in the morning before I finally fell asleep last night. And the night before that, it was almost 1. It was like 1:40, 1:30, something like that. But last night, I don't know what it was. I couldn't sleep. It was hot. And Jen's been listening to this audio tape, and that was kind of keeping me up, I think. So I don't know. When I got up this morning, I woke up at 5 and I'm like, I got to turn this darn thing off. So she's got this audio playing. So some religious, I mean, I have no problem, but it was annoying me last night more than usual. I don't know if it was louder because normally I don't hear it that much because I'm pretty deaf. So, I mean, I can hear it, but it's very faintly. But last night it seemed like it was louder. I don't know if I was sleeping closer to it or what. But and she keeps this thing running all night. She's been doing it for a few weeks now. And last night was the only time it really bothered me where I was like, okay, this has got to shut up because I can't sleep. I don't know. I ended up falling asleep, but it was quite late anyway. So Jennifer went shopping today. She said on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the Chedraui has a sale. So on produce, so they have a produce sale on Tuesday and Wednesday to dump their produce, I guess, get rid of it. So she went down there today and I asked her if she noticed any difference. And she said, well, no, because I don't normally look at the price of produce. So it's like, okay. So we'll do a price comparison anyway one day and we'll check it out. So she came home with a whole whack of stuff. So she went by herself. I just wanted to get, I was working on editing videos and whatnot. And I've said before, I'm editing videos for my dear friend Nathan, Loves Loud Cars. So I was working on his videos, my videos, downloading it off of Google Drive. So he'll upload it to Google Drive and then I can he's giving me access to his Google Drive. And then I can go on to his Google Drive and download the videos here. Because now you can't email nothing anymore. Any file that's longer than a minute. You know, if you got a video that's a minute long, forget it. It's utterly ridiculous now. So for emailing stuff like because they want you to pay is what it is. They want you to spend money now. Whereas before you could email big files. You could email, videos that were 5-10 minutes long. No problem. Not anymore. So you got to do this Google Drive thing, which works out okay. I'm sure there's other ways as well, but the Google Drive is free. So we've been doing that. So and it's working out well. But he's only got so many gigs in his Google Drive, and I've only got so many gigs in my Google Drive. So he'll have to empty out his drive once I've downloaded the videos and made his video, and then before he can upload more. So we're just kind of rotating him, doing it that way, and it's working out good so far anyway. So I was busy doing that and then working on my own crap. So I said to Jennifer, go to the store by yourself today. I thought she was going to go to the port side, but she doesn't like doing that traffic circle. So she just went to the colonial side. I don't like the colonial side because the parking sucks over there. It's such a small little parking lot. I would rather, the traffic circles don't bother me. I'd rather drive the extra 3 kilometers or 2 kilometers, whatever it is, not very far, and go over to the port side. It's a lot nicer. I find the Chedraui is nicer as well. I think it's bigger actually. I do. I think it's bigger and it's nicer. It's the same, like they're both Chedrauis, but then the parking lot's better too. So the parking lot is, again, I don't know if it's bigger. It's just set up a lot nicer. It's not as busy over there. So I just prefer to go there. So, but she went to the colonial side and did some shopping. She was gone for quite a while too, like quite a while. But Jennifer, when she shops, like she'll grab stuff and then she's reading it and looking at it and like she'll like examine stuff like thoroughly, like and just read the labels of stuff. And I'm like, I just grab it off the shelf and throw it in the cart and go, I'll look at the price, sure, and maybe do a little bit of a price comparison. But she analyzes stuff in the grocery store. So I don't know if you're like that, but I'm like, okay, I need this, and I will look at the price, and compare it to 1 or 2 items on the shelf or whatever. When it comes to produce, so the price is the price. You usually don't have many options for that. It's an avocado, it's an avocado. Oh, they got 5 avocado bins. So I don't know what was taking her so long, but she was gone for quite a while today, over an hour anyway. That's why I thought she had gone to the colonial side. So, but yeah, when I'm shopping with her, I'm just like, okay, let's get her stuff and go. I always want to go. Like I want to save 10 cents to stand here in the aisle and analyze this stuff and compare it to 20 different items exactly the same on the shelf and compare all the prices and the weight too. Okay, so this one's bigger and this one's smaller. So she's got her calculator out and figure out which is the better deal. It's like, oh my God, just buy it. Save like 2 cents to stand in the aisle for 10 minutes analyzing this stuff. I couldn't care. I really couldn't care. She's a real penny pincher, Jennifer, that's for sure. Which is a good thing, I guess, to a certain point. We all have our little quirks about us, right? And that's one of Jennifer's little quirks. So, oh, well, no big deal. She could have worse quirks, I guess. She could not shower before she gets into the pool and be gross. How gross is that? I did get her to buy me a Coke today. Though I do have a Coke. I had a couple little sips out of it already. So if I get the little baby Coke, I'll drink the whole thing. But if I have a bigger Coke, I don't hardly ever do I drink the whole thing. I'll drink half it and I put it in the fridge and I'll drink the other half tomorrow. I'm just not big on drinking. And unless I'm out at a restaurant or whatever, then I'll drink the whole thing. But at home, if I get the 350 ml bottle, yeah, I never drink the whole thing, hardly ever. I'll drink half and put the other half in the fridge and save it for later. So she did get me a Coke. I did have a little bit of it, but now I'm down to water. Maybe I'll have some more when she gets home. We'll see if she wants to watch some TV when she gets home. And I told her too when she left today, I'm like, make sure you text message me because I always worried about her. Make sure she's not in an accident and didn't get hit. Made it to her destination on time. So I always tell her when she leaves, make sure you message me when you get there and message me when you come home. Crickets. No message when she got there. No message when she was leaving to come home. No message whatsoever. So she always forgets, and I never even bothered messaging her. I'm just like, whatever. Typical. But I always tell her that all the time when she leaves with the car. Even back home in Canada, I tell her the same thing. Like when we're living in Canada, I'd be like, make sure you message me when you get there and message me when you're on your way home, especially in the winter time. So I know, okay, so she's left at 7:00. She's going to be home, whatever. I know roughly takes her half hour. She should be home at 7:30. If she's not getting home, then I can send out the search party or whatever, right? But I don't know. She forgets, though, all the time. Like me, too, though. I forget, too. Big time. I just about forgot about my live stream, to be honest with you. I remembered earlier on today. I'm like, okay, I got my live stream I'm going to do today. And then, I don't know, I think it was around 7:00 or 6:00, 6:30. I totally forgot about it. And then when it got to be 6:45, yeah, it was 6:45. That's why I used the same thumbnail as last time because it was 6:45 and I was playing around with that shower head, gluing it back together and cleaning the jets out of it. And then I was like, oh crap, it's 6:45, my live stream. I better hurry up and go get set up for that. Totally forgot about it. So, oh well. So we did have a friend that was going to come in December. When was it? December 15th. She was going to fly in with her kid and she was going to stay with us, 2 kids from Edmonton. I don't even know her very well. I met her through a mutual friend. I think we met her like 2 or 3 times. And then she reached out and said, hey, I want to bring my kids down. Can I come and stay with you guys? Like, basically, that was the conversation. Sure, whatever, why not? I said, we don't have much room, but you guys can stay in this room that I'm in right here, this spare bedroom. It does sleep. You could put 4 people in here if you really had to. Like you could put 2 on the bed, and then there's the fold-out bed underneath the double bed. Like it's a bunk bed, and there's a bed underneath, and then the bunk bed on top. So there's 3 beds. You could easily sleep 4 people in here if you had to. That's all you're going to do is sleep in here. I wouldn't want to live in here, but to sleep would be no problem. But anyway, her and her 2 kids were going to come. And then I messaged her today and I said, oh, she had sent me her flight itinerary, and I actually totally forgot about it. And I'm like, oh, can you resend me your itinerary? And then Jen's like, well, I think she did send you the itinerary. So I go back, scroll back in the messages. Oh, okay, yeah, she did send it to me. So I reached out and I'm like, oh, okay, so you're still coming at this time, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, no, actually, I got a new job and I'm not going to be able to come. I had to cancel my flight or whatever. I don't know if she canceled it or if that was just a flight that she was looking at coming or whatever, but she's not coming now anyways. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a bummer. Too bad. But it works out good for us because we're going to meet Liz and Chris. Like she was going to arrive on the 17th, I think it was. I don't know. It was the day we're supposed to meet. It was the day after or before we were supposed to meet Liz and Chris. So she would have been here by herself for one day for the morning, afternoon while we were in Cozumel meeting Liz and Chris. So for us, it works out okay, but no big deal. It's too bad that she had to cancel her holiday though. So stuck there in northern Alberta in the blistering cold. My friend said it was -10 today where he was up in the Peace Country. I said, oh, well, that sucks because it's 29 degrees here. Yeah, I got up to 29 today. It's been sunny like all week. It's been sunny. 29, 30 tomorrow, 26 the day after, 28, 28, 29. So absolutely beautiful weather. Not really calling for much rain. And even if it does rain, it's not going to last very long. So, hey, Nathan, welcome, welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Appreciate it. I'm just over here rambling. No worries. We're just talking about you, so your ears must have been ringing. Oh, -14 this morning. Somebody told me it was -10 where they are. Maybe it was my mom. Talking to my mom today there for a little bit. Yeah, I think maybe she said it was -10 just outside of Edmonton in Spruce Grove, Stony Plain, Stony Plain. Stony Plain, Spruce Grove. I always get those two mixed up, which is where she lives. Because she was living in Spruce Grove and then they moved to Stony Plain or vice versa. I can't remember. So the two towns are not too far apart. So I believe she's in Stony Plain. Now it's going to bug me. Which is which? One of them is closer to Edmonton and one is further away. And she lives in the one that's further away. So I think it is, yeah, Stony Plain. Spruce Grove is closer to Edmonton. So she was in Spruce Grove and then she moved to Stony Plain. I knew I'd remember. I figured I was right, but I wasn't 100% sure. Stony Plain is actually a really nice little town. I was there visiting her and I walked around and shot video all over the town. They have murals everywhere. It's a really, really beautiful little town. If you ever get a chance to go there and explore it, you wouldn't think that, Stony Plain, small little farming town, but it's actually quite a quaint little town and it's super friendly, super clean park benches and garbage cans and murals. And there's a lot of old people, a lot of senior citizens in Stony Plain, a lot. But it's a very charming Alberta town, very, very charming town just outside of Edmonton, not too far. So if you ever want to go for a drive, get out of the city or go, if you're in that area, I highly recommend you go check it out. There's not a lot to do there, but you could go around and look at all the murals. I highly recommend you go in the summer if you do go. Just going around and looking at all the murals and taking pictures of the murals is a lot of fun. So I did that the one day. I made a video of it. I borrowed my stepfather's bike and I rode around town on his bike and did a video and took pictures of all the murals and videoed the murals. There's just, you can do like almost like a scavenger hunt. So they're all numbered. Just go around and you can get a little booklet or whatever. It tells you where the mural is with a little map and everything. You can drive around and check out all the murals. It's quite fun actually. And the murals were absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And there's, I don't know, I bet you I saw like 30 murals or more. Like, it was a lot of fun. I was just by myself, bombing around on Dale's Jeep bike. He got it fixed for me while I was there. It had a flat tire, and he's like, "I'm gonna fix my bike for you so you can ride it." I was like, "Okay, great, thanks." And he did, though. He got it all fixed up so I could ride it. So I'd been sitting with a flat tire for a while, and he made a point of getting it all fixed for me, which was cool. So I went out by myself and rode around, and I don't know. I think they were probably out at the pub drinking, playing slot machines. They're probably playing slot machines somewhere at some bar, playing slot machines. Or maybe my mom was at bingo. I don't know, but I'm sure it was in the daytime. So they were likely playing slot somewhere. I don't remember. They were doing something anyway. I'm thinking slot machines, gambling, and drinking and smoking. I was out riding his bike, checking out all the murals. It was a lot of fun though. I had a great day. It was nice. But anyway, really nice little town. If you want to go hunt for that video, it's in my playlist under my Canadian videos. I think it might be the Canadian USA holiday videos. When I was up there, when I went back home, my one and only trip back to Canada from here. So over 4 years here, and I've only been back to Canada once. So I went back to visit my family and friends, mostly family. I didn't really see too many friends. Saw my friend Christopher. That was about it. And yeah, I never really saw too many friends. I saw Christopher. I can't think of any friends that I saw. I just saw family. That was it. Mostly family. So, and Christopher is like my family. So, but yeah, it was a good time anyway. 5 weeks I went home for. It was nice. It was really nice. I had a really good visit, so it was great. I don't foresee going back anytime soon, though. Not at all. I'm hoping that they come down here, like my brothers were here. I'm hoping I get my sister to come here, but we'll see. We've had a lot of tragedy in our family the last few years here. There's been a lot of deaths. A lot of people have passed away, aunts and uncles and cousins, and there's just been so many deaths, a lot of deaths. Our dog, my dad, we lost our dog not that long ago, little Cece, not with us anymore. My father's not with us anymore, and my mom's sister, my aunt, passed away not too long ago, and a couple of her kids passed away. Her kids passed away before she did. She had two of my cousins passed away. 2 or 3, 2. Yeah. There's been a lot of deaths, and another one of my uncles have passed, and yeah, there's just been so many deaths. There's been a lot of tragedies the last couple of years. I mean, everybody's dealing with something, you know. So yeah, there's been a lot of tragedy the last couple of years, and then my sister had lost everything that they owned. They had a big fire go through their home, and well, the whole town burned down pretty well. Where I was going trapping with my brother-in-law, but miraculously, the trapper's cabin didn't burn down. I can't believe that. So the trapper's cabin is way out across the lake, but it burnt all around the trapper's cabin. But yeah, they lost everything: 2 houseboats, skidoos, Harley Davidson cars, trucks. 60 years worth of stuff. Bobby had out there at his home, and him and my sister got married late in life. They got married the same time as me and Jennifer, so second marriage for both of them. So, but their wedding was just a few months before or after ours, right around the same time Jennifer and I got married. So he had a lot of years there anyway in that home, and yeah, he lost everything, and so did my sister, lost everything. So it was pretty devastating, and they're still dealing with that. So that was just this past summer. So yeah, never take your life for granted, man, because just like that, your whole world could be flipped upside down, and you don't even before you can even blink or think about it, it's your whole world can be flipped upside down, by the loss of your home or whatever, a number of things, health issues, loss of job, whatever, you know. So never take anything for granted. So be thankful for what we have right now and live for today. And yeah, tomorrow is not promised to anyone, that's for sure. So God bless everybody out there, I wish you guys all the best wherever you're watching from. I really do. I sincerely mean that. And I wish the best for everybody. I wish the best for humanity. People talk about, different things and whatnot, but we're all human living underneath one big sun. We all have a mother, we all have a father, we all have feelings, we all have emotions. I think division is a terrible thing. So I am tired of people being divided over one thing or another, whether it's religion or politics. So it's we've all suffered a lot of loss, everybody. So yeah. Thanks for hopping on, Sean. Appreciate it. Yes, on a happier note, happy Thanksgiving. Hallelujah. Turkey dinner tomorrow. We're all scheduled to go, even though we're Canadians. We get as Canadians, we celebrate 2 Thanksgivings because we celebrate the American Thanksgiving as well, because who doesn't want turkey twice and pumpkin pie? So we're all booked, actually. Jennifer and I, we're going out for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow in Puerto Morelos on the beach side, the port side. We're all booked at La Serena at the restaurant there. So I think that's what it's called, La Serena, something like that. Last something, Serena, that sounds right. So we're all booked to go there, kind of a gringo hangout, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of gringos there, but we're booked to go early, 5 o'clock. So we'll see how busy it is. Tonight's their party night down there. The gringos go hang out there to listen to old rock and roll music. So that's on their Wednesday night. They go hang out down there. A bunch of old white people listening to old fogey, old 80s rock music. That's on Wednesday night. So we're going to go there tomorrow for the turkey dinner. And Jennifer made us a reservation for 5 o'clock. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't had a good turkey dinner in a long time, and the menu looks pretty good. So, and it said pumpkin pie. Now, Jen said, I wonder if it's going to be it says homemade pumpkin pie. And Jen's like, I wonder if it's going to be Costco pumpkin pie. I'm like, well, we'll find out soon enough. So, the Costco pumpkin pie, there's nothing wrong with the Costco pumpkin pie, though. They're the big kick-ass pumpkin pie, though, the great big ones. Yeah, exactly. I don't see too many Mexicans celebrating the Thanksgiving, but the restaurants are cashing in on it because all the gringos, right? I mean, sure, maybe some Mexicans are celebrating. I know they're starting to adopt the Halloween because of the kids. So, and that wasn't a thing before. It was all about Day of the Dead, but now they're doing trick or treating. But they're going to the businesses. They're not going to the homes. So they're taking the kids to the businesses, and the businesses are giving out candy to the kids at Halloween here. And that was never a thing before. That's fairly new. So they are starting to adopt that. I don't know how many Mexican homes are having turkey dinner or going out for turkey dinner, as I find that I wouldn't think too many, to be honest with you. The gringos are definitely going out, and the restaurants are cashing in on the gringos going out and celebrating Thanksgiving dinner. So the restaurants are putting on Thanksgiving dinner for the gringos, but I don't think there's too many Mexicans that are celebrating Thanksgiving. There could be, I could be wrong, maybe 1 or 2 out of a million, but I don't think too many. Yeah. Yeah, pecan pie. No, they said it was going to be pumpkin pie, but yeah, pecan is good too. But personally, I'd rather have the pumpkin pie myself personally. But that's what they're supposed to be offering is the pumpkin pie. So I look forward to having some delicious pumpkin pie. And I'll let you know, maybe there will be some Mexicans there. I mean, I'm sure the Mexicans that are hanging around with gringos are maybe going to go out and celebrate with their gringo friends. So you'll have a family of Mexicans that are hanging around because we have Mexican friends, not too many here, but back, I'm sure we had gone out with them for Thanksgiving. So I could see that. Oh, let's grab Josue and we're going to go out and grab some turkey dinner. But as far as just a Mexican family going out on their own to have turkey dinner, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I'm going to watch for that now. Now I'll be looking in the crowd. Are there any tables of Mexicans over here? I'll let you know on Sunday. You might have to come on Sunday and remind me because sure as shit I'll forget. So, but I'll be like, is there any table of Mexicans in here eating turkey dinner with pumpkin pie and mashed potatoes and gravy? I don't know, man. Maybe. I look forward to having some tomorrow anyway, that's for sure. I do find the longer I'm here, the spicier I like my food, though. I'm not going to have any spicy stuff tomorrow. Like, I'm not putting no habanero sauce on top of my turkey or pumpkin pie tomorrow. but I do like it spicy now. And like I said, the longer I've been here, I'm finding I like it hotter and hotter. It's like I'll eat some stuff now, and it's like, that's not even spicy. And Jen's like, oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not that hot. I told the guy the other day we were at a restaurant and I asked him if I could have some habanero sauce. He's like, habanero, he says. I was like, yeah, some habanero salsa, por favor. He brought me some. It was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, pecan pie with some habanero sauce. Good stuff. Oh yeah, the Mexico produces a lot of good quality stuff for sure. But peanuts and nuts are not cheap here either. Like it's no different than buying nuts back home. They're bloody expensive. When we first moved here, we were shopping at the gringo places and we had a Sam's Club membership. So we were going to Sam's Club and I was buying pistachio nuts. And then, I don't know, probably for about 4 or 5 months. And then Jen was like, yeah, you know how much you're paying for those nuts? And I'm like, no, I have no idea. I just go in and buy them. Like, I can't remember, but they were bloody expensive anyway, like Canadian prices almost. I think it was what the heck was it? 400 pesos or something like that. They were bloody expensive anyway. They weren't cheap. It might have even been more than that. Maybe it was like 800 pesos, but it was a big bag. Like it was a big bag of nuts. And I was buying these bag of nuts, and man, they were expensive. So okay, no more buying these nuts. They were expensive. And even here, yeah, nuts are freaking just as expensive as back home. I mean, you can get the cheaper nuts, like just peanuts or whatever, are cheap, but like the good quality, expensive nuts, and yeah, they're freaking they're expensive, just like they are back home. Like cheese. Cheese is expensive here. That's another thing. Jennifer goes to the grocery store and like she's looking. I hate it when she goes over to the cheese aisle. I'm just like, okay, I can be expecting to be standing here for 10 minutes looking at all this cheese. For one thing, it's hard sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's hard to find good sharp cheddar here in Mexico. It is. It's hard to find cheddar cheese, good quality cheddar, a sharp cheddar. So, I mean, there's the Oaxacan cheese and mozzarella. It's just mild, right? But to find a nice cheddar cheese is anyway. And if you do find one, they want an arm and a leg for it, right? Just like back home, cheese is expensive. So Jennifer and peanut butter is the same way. So I don't want to buy the peanut butter; it's expensive. Just buy the bloody stuff. You're gonna eat it, like, and you want it. The cheese she'll go without, but the peanut butter, no way. But she'll hum and haw at the cheese. She'll go over to the cheese and pick up all these different cheeses and looking at them, checking the prices out. I'm just like, oh my God, just buy some cheese and be done with it, or don't buy it and walk away. And sit there and look at like 20 different blocks of cheese and the prices. Oh my God. Hey, crazy boy, thanks for hopping on. Yeah, you'd have to be nuts to pay that price. Exactly. The nuts are expensive here, man. I don't know. Like for the good quality nuts like that, they are. So anyway, whatever. Yeah, sometimes a good steak is also difficult to find, but I find it because I'll go to where I have to go to get a steak, a good quality steak. In these touristy areas, there's no problem finding a ribeye or a New York, and the steak prices are not that bad, really, like compared to Canada. They're cheaper. I mean, it's still expensive, but it's cheaper than back home for sure. So there's a good butcher here, and every place the only place I really struggled was in Veracruz, and I had to go to the grocery store, and I'd go into the grocery store and then go to the butcher, and I could find good steak there. And then we did find this other place, but yeah, there was no good quality steak. Sometimes it's hard to find. You got that right. It really is because they're sending it to the resorts and the restaurants, you know. So and then they don't, they're using the beef for tacos and stuff. So they just buy this, the majority of people, it's only the mostly the gringos that are, going out looking for New York and ribeye and, tenderloin and right, those good good cuts of steak, right? So yeah, it sometimes can be hard to find. So, but we've been pretty lucky in Oaxaca. No problem. There was a great butcher there. They were pretty expensive though. But here I got a couple good places with good quality steak, and the prices are pretty reasonable. I can go to the guy over here. There's a local butcher, or go to Chedraui, and they have good cuts there. I've been buying meat from there. They got a good selection of meat there, and the prices are not that bad. Chicken and pork, I mean, is super cheap. So, yeah, I'm gonna go grab this chicken. I'm gonna see how much it is. Let's do. We're gonna check this chicken out. Oh, I don't imagine it's double. Yeah, like I can. We've got steaks just the other day, not too long ago, and they weren't. I got some New Yorks. The ribeyes were a little bit pricey, but it's by the pound, and if you're only getting two steaks, it wasn't all that bad. I can't remember. I think it was like 280 pesos or something. So I think it was like 140 pesos for the New York, and nice thick 8 ounce. They were 8 ounce steaks. We could have even been nine. But chicken and pork is cheap here. Here, Jen just bought some chicken from Chedraui. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, and then she got some sausages too. Yeah, so you can do the math on this because I don't want to play with my phone, but you can figure this out. Somebody wants to type this in. It's 56 pesos, 56.39 pesos for the chicken. It's was fresh, so it's frozen now because we put it in the freezer. But yeah, it was 56 pesos for drumstick and thigh. So four pieces of chicken, basically. Like there's a lot of meat here. This is for the two of us. So, but yeah, 56.50, you might as well say, but 56.39 pesos. Like that's pretty cheap. So I don't know what that is. You can figure that out. Type it in the comments there for everybody to look at. So 56.39 pesos from Chedraui. So pretty good deal. Chicken and pork is cheap here, and like I said, the steaks are not too terribly bad. Even the New York and ribeye. I don't mind a New York. Obviously, I prefer a ribeye. And the tenderloin it's like back home. The tenderloin is actually cheaper than the ribeye, which is never used to be that way, but now everybody wants ribeye, so now they're charging you for it, right? So me myself personally, I'd rather have ribeye as well, but I mean, I'll eat tenderloin all day, every day. I love tenderloin. What I used to do when I was cooking up north in the Nubix, we had we used to cut our own meat, so we'd buy a whole slab, of New York, and then we'd have the tenderloin, a whole slab. So I'd cut a nice piece, it's about a 6 ounce piece, pound it out a little bit, and then fry it. with a little bit of garlic and then some of our special seasoning that we had. We used to make our own seasoning up there. Basically made our own seasoning salt, you know. And then fry that with garlic. And then I would fry 2 pieces of French bread, garlic bread, the French cut, so the thick French bread, and on both sides, butter on both sides, garlic butter on both sides, fry it. And then take Dijon mustard and onion, purple onion, and make a steak sandwich out of it, like literally a steak sandwich with a tenderloin. Oh my God, it was so good. That was one of my favorite things to eat when I worked up there. So then I'd have that for my meal, and you could eat it while you were working, right? You know, so, or eat it rather quickly anyway, right? You know, kind of eat it on the side type thing, right? So a nice tenderloin sandwich in between, made with garlic toast and Dijon mustard and onion. It's so awesome. So awesome. And then another one of my favorite dishes up there was tortellini, chicken tortellini, mushroom chicken tortellini. Oh my God, that was to die for. We used to get this frozen tortellini pasta, and it was stuffed with veal stuffed tortellini. Oh my God, I haven't seen it like veal for, I don't know. I've looked for it before. You can find the cheese one, and then it says meat, but I don't know what kind of meat it is. I don't think it's veal, but we used to get this stuff up there. It was veal anyway. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. So good. Yeah, the pastor meat is really good. Yeah, I don't mind that. We would get like a kg of the taco pastor. Good stuff. Good stuff for sure. Absolutely. But I like a good steak, right? Like who doesn't like a good steak? I'm from Alberta, man. I want to eat a good steak. I'm originally from Manitoba, but I consider myself an Albertan. I lived in Alberta most of my life, so I like a good steak. And I mean, who doesn't like a good steak, right? You know, I try to eat a steak at least once a week. Like we'll eat pork and chicken, and we'll do pasta. Like I made a hamburger goulash, whatever you want to say, like a lazy shepherd's pie. Made that the other day over mashed potatoes. Well, just boiled potatoes. So lazy shepherd's pie. It was really good. So made a nice little gravy for it. It was awesome. But yeah, I like to try to eat steak at least once a week. So good time. Sounds like Jennifer's home. Must be almost 8 o'clock. I've been rattling on for an hour. Well, thanks for hopping on, man. Really appreciate it. It was pretty lonely there for a little bit. Glad you hopped on. I was getting very lonely. How was your
Awesome.
was good?
Yeah. Hello.
Everybody liked your little desserts that you brought them?
Yes.
I thought you forgot them actually when you left. I was like, oh, she forgot the desserts. No.
I know. And they love the dip too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Good dip. Yeah, Jen made a little dip with like a spicy dip. Spicy dip with some Ritz crackers she bought from the store, and then she made a homemade dip for it. I don't know. What do you call that dip? Is there a name for it?
Chipotle.
Chipotle dip. Yeah, spicy chipotle dip. Oh, they cleaned it right up. Not much left. Yeah, spicy chipotle dip. They almost ate it all.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'll try. I'll try some after.
Okay, I'll put it in the fridge then.
There's a couple of crackerfuls there. I'll have some after. I've still been only eating one meal a day, but I do have cheat days. And when it comes to chipotle dip with a couple of crackers, I'll try that out. So. Oh, nice. Well, gotta like a good deal, that's for sure. Gotta like a good deal. Yeah, Chipotle is always good. That's right. You can't go wrong with Chipotle, and you can't go wrong with a good deal. A good deal is a good thing. So, Jen said she spent 1,800 pesos today on groceries, and she didn't really buy. Well, she bought a lot of stuff. She did, and a lot of stuff in bulk because it was on sale. So she bought a lot of pasta. Was on sale. We don't eat much for pasta, but it was on sale, so she grabbed a bunch of that. Did you buy cheese?
I bought a little bit of Parmesan.
Oh, she got some Parmesan. So she did get some cheese.
The brick, like a brick of it.
Oh, a brick of Parmesan, yeah, because it's cheaper. So, yeah, not much for meat. The only thing she bought for meat was some sausage. Sausage is another good crazy boy if you're still on. Sometimes it's hard to find a good sausage too here in Mexico. You know, there's a lot of it is that chorizo, and I don't really care for that too terribly much. The chorizo. I mean, I'll eat it if I have to, but to find a good sausage, sometimes it's hard to find. Unless if you're going to Costco or Sam's Club, then yeah, you can find that crap. But we don't go to Costco and we don't go to Sam's Club, so we don't. We used to when we first moved here. We were going to Sam's Club and we were going to Costco, but we don't have the Sam's Club membership anymore. We let it expire. It's been over 3 years since we've supported the big box stores other than the Mexican big box stores. So we really try to support the Mexican stores as much as possible. And if you plan on moving here, I hope you do the same thing. You don't need to buy from Costco. Costco does not need your freaking money. Trust me. And there's other alternatives. And I would, you know what? I would personally, I'd rather just go without. If I can't find it and I'm forced that I'd have to go to Costco, well then, frick that. I'm not supporting Costco. No, I'm just not. So I want to support local as much as possible. And we've talked about that lots before. So everyone teach their own, do whatever you want. But for us, I don't want to support those big box stores. I want to support local, and I want to support the community that I live in. So I realize, the Mexicans are working at Costco, but you're still supporting Costco and Sam's Club. So the Mexicans are working at Chedraui, the grocery store that I go to as well. So, and it's a Mexican chain grocery store. So I'm supporting both. So the worst is in New Zealand. Well, I've never been to New Zealand, so I can't say. Straight from Spain. Aldi store products in USA and Costco products in Mexico. Check out the chart. Yeah, we've gone to the Costco here before because our friends have a Costco membership. So we have gone before with them, to buy glasses, my hearing aids. I haven't bought glasses yet, but I'm going to go to Costco for my glasses. But as far as the grocery shopping, we don't go. We went one time with our friend in Veracruz. He had a membership. We went with Michael. Jen wanted something, and we went with Michael. Can't remember what it was, but we went in Veracruz one.
I bought glasses, but I returned them.
Oh yeah, she bought glasses and she returned them. That's right. That's what it was. So we went with Michael there. Yeah, I think that was the last time we were in a Costco. Oh no, we went with Costco with Jessica not that long ago. We didn't buy nothing. No, I bought socks. Sorry, I did buy something. I bought socks. Yeah, and just in Meriden, we went to Costco and I bought some socks that had the tariff charge on them. I buy these socks and I looked at the price. I was like, oh, it doesn't seem too bad. And we got to the till and they were like another, I don't know, they tacked on a tax on up at the till and it was a tariff tax. I was like, good gravy. So yeah, we went with Jessica because Jessica went there when we were there. We were passing through. So, and I know like Costco's got good quality socks. So, and I needed socks when we were in there. So I thought I'll grab a 6-pack of socks or whatever. So, yeah, so it's still hard to find good quality cheese though, like a sharp cheddar. It's hard to find here. Everywhere that we've been, even in the local stores, like that's where we go. In the local markets, local stores. Sometimes it's hard to find good cheddar. It is. It's imported. They're not making it here. It's imported. It's imported from wherever. It's imported. That's why another reason why it's expensive. So yeah, that stuff is all imported. So, but like anywhere, I mean, that the cheese is expensive. It's no difference here. Like I said, the steak is cheaper here.
That cheese didn't make it home. It got wedged between the counter and the whatever, and I pointed it out to the bagger. There was something else there, so she grabbed the something else, and I guess she didn't grab the cheese at the same time. The cheese didn't make it home.
Oh, so you paid for it and didn't get it?
She wasn't a very good bagger. You know, the bagger. Bless their heart. They're not very good at what they do. What are you gonna do?
And you never noticed until you got home.
Until we were just talking about it.
Oh. So Jen bought cheese and it got wedged in between. She was just saying she got cheese and got wedged in between the counter. And she told the bagger, oh, the cheese is there. And she thought she picked it up, but she guess she picked something else up. And she didn't pick the cheese up and put it in the bag. So she paid for the cheese that she didn't get. It's stuck in the. It's stuck in
It
the.
wasn't even 50 pesos.
Oh, it was just cheap, yeah. Oh
But,
well.
I mean, still, but whatever.
Yeah, don't lean on the desk because it rocks the camera. So luckily she didn't pay much for the cheese anyway. She said it was 50 pesos, but the bagger didn't put it in. So here what Mexico does, if you're not aware, most people are, but maybe you're not. So they'll hire senior citizens to bag the groceries at the grocery store, and most of the time they're just working for tips. They're not on the payroll. So they're just there working for tips, the senior citizens. So you go to the grocery store, and a lot of times it'll be abuela packing your groceries, an old lady or grandpa packing your groceries. So yeah, and they're not getting paid other than whatever you're going to give them, so they just work on tips. So, which is a good way to keep the senior citizens employed and gets them out of the house and a little bit of exercise, give them something to do. But sometimes they're not the best backers. They're 80 years old. They're packing your groceries, and they're 90. So sometimes they're not the best, but God bless their soul. They're just out there, trying to make a buck. So God bless their soul. And we always try to tip them well. So, because that's how they earn their money. They're not on the payroll. So if you weren't aware of that, and maybe some places they are, but usually they're not. They're just getting paid by tip. That's it. So you can search it. So it's very common here. So that's why you'll go to the grocery store and it'll be a 70 or 80-year-old man or woman packing your groceries, grandma or grandpa over there packing your groceries. So make sure you tip them well. So God bless their soul. So yeah, I love the holidays in Mexico is so awesome. I love the holidays here. Christmas is a great time. I can't wait to get out and spend Christmas at the beach. Or we were in where were we last year? We were in Oaxaca City, or were we in Huatulco? I can't remember. No, we were in where were we last year for Christmas? The beach or the city?
The beach.
Yeah, we were in Huatulco. Yeah, we were in Huatulco. So yeah, we didn't spend Christmas in Oaxaca City. Oh, we were at the beach. It'll be a beach Christmas again. So yeah, that's right. Jennifer made we made a little video for Jennifer's niece and nephew. She made a Christmas tree on the beach out of seashells and branches and twigs. Seashells and twigs. Hey, it was pretty cute. So, and then we videotaped it. Jen's little seashell Christmas tree out on the beach. And we had little Cece with us. So we spent the day at the beach and made Jen made the Christmas tree. I videotaped her, and I sat and watched the waves roll in. Me and little Cece. So it was a fun day, very fun day. Yeah, I love holidays here in Mexico. Good times. Well, guys, I'm gonna log out. Thanks for hopping on. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna bump the live stream up an hour. So Sunday, I'll put it in the community page for anybody who wants to hop on or hops on. So we'll bump it up from 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Central Time. So we'll bump it up an hour with this time change. So maybe make it a little bit easier for you people who are far away. So I don't know what time it is where you're watching from, Sean. Crazy Boy, Nathan, Sean. Appreciate you hopping on. I really do. God bless you and your families out there. I really, really appreciate it. And anybody else that I missed, I hate this mouse because it goes to sleep. No, that was it. So God bless. Adios. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Peace. Catch you on the next one. See you Sunday. New video drops Friday. It's actually the last of our budget, or last of our, I wish it was the last of our budget videos. We're living for free now. No, it's the last property tour video drops on Friday. So that's it, man. The last property tour. We're done house hunting. Obviously, you see where we live. I posted a little video of our house and our new channel. If you want to go over and check that out, I'll drop the link to our new channel in the description here. Or maybe, yeah, I'll put it in the description. So I'll do that. So all of our shorts now, if you're not aware, go to the new channel. We have a channel specifically for shorts. We're not going to drop shorts here anymore. So I had another channel already. So I just switched it over to a short channel. So we drop all of our shorts over there. So it's working out better, I think, for me anyway. And I think for the viewers, I think, because if you want to watch the shorts, go over to the other channel. If you don't, then you don't have to worry about it. You won't be bombarded by shorts on this channel. Not everybody likes the shorts. So myself personally, I do. So does Jennifer, and I like making them. So I did a little video of a little walk around to the house in here. If you want to go check that out, you see where we're living. So yeah, that's it, man. Adios. God bless. Peace. Thumbs up. Thank you. Have a good night, guys, wherever you're watching from. And girls, be kind to one another, please. Thank you. And shower before you get in the pool. I had to throw that out there.